Here we go again. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was having issues with some software I downloaded, and I think what I need to do, live streaming to YouTube and Twitch at the same time is really difficult on a Mac. I do have a PC. What I could do is get one of those pass-through recording devices, perhaps, and use the PC to do the streaming with all the OBS add-ons, and then just have my Mac dedicated to doing development. But anyway, today we need to start off again by putting in our password for iCloud. So again, I need to open up the keychain. I will memorize this password eventually. Let me sign in. And that's it. Oh, this microphone's in the way. Let's move it down, maybe here. Cool. Hit the home button, open up the app. Gosh, where do we leave off? So yesterday we recreated this screen. Well, we merged the two screens from iPhone and iPad. Now they're just the one, right? So today I think we either... I mean, it's funny because it's like it took me like half a day to do that when it shouldn't have. We should be working a lot quicker than what I am. So let's... Oh, weird. Alright, I need to do something about our stream here. We've got... It seems to be showing... Application simulator. That's not the one we're after. Hang on, just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna. There's some weird settings here. So I'm capturing my full screen, and I'm trying to capture music at the same time, right? Where's the music gone? Go down music. So we do a window capture over here. Alright, that's the music showing up. It looks to be okay. I think what I need to do now is just we'll move this out of the way. Yeah, so it was some issue where the menu bar was sort of really large and you couldn't see like the menu items I'll be clicking on. Now, how do we hide this without stopping the music? How do we do this? Give me 1 second. Do a filter. Maybe we can just move this off to the side. Yeah, that kind of works. Excellent. All right. Let's get into it. Here we go. Right. So I'm just going to do another build so we get it running on the iPhone. And we should get a message. We're supposed to get a message saying, hey, you need to log back in. But I guess that's not going to happen. That's fine. Oh, yeah. So with the adjustments I made, I also cleaned up the campaign tiles themselves. So we had like this Z stack going on. And then I saw on Twitter there is a way to align the overlays. So the reason why I had a Z stack was so that I had these elements wrapped right at the text of the bottom. So you can see over here, this text is this bottom section. And I had that wrapped and I had like an H stack and I was like pushing the content to the left. It looks like you can set the alignment. So if I think we go bottom leading, that should fix it. Should. No, it doesn't. So even with the text alignment leading, there, that doesn't work. That's okay. I think I like it in the middle anyway. I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think it's something we should be dwelling on either. So it's just, we'll just leave it as is. I'll likely change this because it does look a bit, kind of look a bit boring. Ultimately, I kind of wanted this app to be nice and clean and easy to use, but I wanted some personality in there because Apple's clean sort of interface, UI elements, I don't think they fit for a tabletop game. Like, I also don't want to go the complete other route and just have like wood grain and you know, stone and stuff because it's supposed to be like medieval or whatever, and then add different themes. Like, oh, we can theme it sci-fi app. No, I don't want to do that. I want to make it somewhere in between, right? I don't want the complete flat sort of look, or it needs to have its own sort of personality, and it could be completely different to this, or completely different to you know, the wood grain textures or something, and making it look like you're opening a chest or whatever. Maybe we make the whole thing glassy or something, you know. Maybe we have outlines on everything, a high contrast look. Maybe we have shadows everywhere, blurs everywhere. I don't know, but I think I need to get I might need to get when this launches, I'll need to get a designer to look over it and wait until I get some customer feedback, because I don't like the feel of it at the moment. It's practical, right? It doesn't have any personality. And yeah, like if anyone's watching and stuff and they have any ideas of where we could go with this, that would be awesome. It might be as simple as just having like, I don't know, even just maybe I can put the dividers and make them like vines or something. Just give it like a yellowy papered texture. I don't know. Just something a little more subtle than just like, yeah, a reskin, but also it needs something. So yeah, we combined this screen with the iPhone version of it, and I think it looks suitable. So we're going to open up this, and then I did have some problems with that's right, setting up this section because it wasn't loading correctly, but I think I fixed that. No, I haven't. So see that if the it only updates this when this selection changes. Yeah, so if I add let's add some more just to this one. We'll just add this to the scene. I think you switch between, you can see the difference between them there. If we close this, reopen, looks fine. Close this, reopen, it's gone again. And then we close, reopen, still gone because the selection here has not changed. So I think to solve that on the initial open, and it's only on the initial open, so when you switch between these, right? So on the initial open, the idea was, I kind of figured, oh hey, why don't we just put something in here on appear that just runs this code again. And then I was like, okay, well, if we're going to run this code again, we may as well move it into a function. Now, I've got a better idea. I think because it's only on the initial load, what we need to do is maybe on dismiss, we set it to nothing. I think that makes more sense because if the screen's not even present anymore, there's no scenes should be selected anyway. So maybe on disappear, and I think this will work for both iPad and iOS, because I've got to make sure, like on iPad, this screen won't disappear unless you close the campaign. And I think on iPhone, this screen won't even open. And that's probably okay because that's this one here that we're talking about right now, yeah? So on iPhone, you'll launch this screen separately. You'll see this when you initially open up a campaign, and then you tap a button and this will open up and cover it up. And I think at that point it's probably okay, because what we want to do is when this dismisses, we set the selected option to nothing, because this will only launch when one of these is selected. And I think that's probably okay. So if we go to where we got, I think it's Encounter Manager, yeah. Encounter Manager, selected, equals nil, right? I'm pretty sure that's all we need to do when the screen disappears, and then we'll get that automatic state change. Yeah, so see here, so it works the first time because that's when it's getting set, right? It's nothing and then it gets set, so it detects the change and it does a request to grab the sound effects for that encounter. If I minimize, reopen, before it would be blank and now it's in there. So I think what we got is, this is correct. So let's switch to a different one, see what happens. And then we switch back. Yeah, everything works quite well. So if we go to iPhone and try it again. And yeah, this is definitely much better than trying to run the call on opening that screen. Oh, well, it's not going to work on here because we don't have a way to launch that at the moment. I don't think we do. If we select, yeah, so you can make a selection on the, you can only do one at a time. You can make a selection on the scene, but it's not going to launch that screen. And this is some interactions that we need to change, because like when you tap on this, it turns it that purpley pink color, which makes sense for iPad. So it shows the selection, which one is selected, but we don't really need it to stay there on iOS, because when you launch it, the screen will be covered. Then you close it, we'll come back and then nothing will be selected, right? So, and I think this disappear will take care of that anyway. It'll deselect when the screen drops down, so it's probably okay that this is selected in the background. I want to remain focused on the iPad version for now, and then come back, was it Wednesday? Come back early next week to finish up the iPhone version, right? So I think today is probably a good time to continue working on this ambience picker screen. And so I think we're just going to go to that. That needs to be finished. So the things we need are like search. So I say let's go for it. Let's go build search. I'm going to copy some of the code that I had for the sound effects. So sound effects picker view. I'll drop that down, and we do have search here somewhere. We've got this search text. So we'll make use of some of this code just to speed things up a little bit. And I think, are we using this searchable? Yeah. So we're using this down here too, this view modifier. Excellent. So this should be pretty easy. When it changes, the search text changes, we use the view model to do a search. And I do have a view model here, right? And then jump in here, and then we've got search already set up. We may need to change this. I think this is copied from... This should be fine, actually. This should be fine. So we've got, what have we got? Searchable sound, ambient sound. Yeah, cool. And another thing is, using core data can get a little bit confusing sometimes. So like if you've got... this ambient sound is the sounds that are stored on disk, as in like what comes shipped with the app. And then you have to create another named type for the item that's going to be stored in core data, and it can get a little confusing. I think best approach is probably to prefix these with like CD and then ambient sound, and then have one that's just plain old ambient sound as an example. I don't know how other people do it, but at the moment I'm just giving them two different names, right? So I've got ambient sound type here, and then if we go into core data, we've got ambient loop. I've called it a loop. So, and I've been getting confused with which one is which. So I think I do need to name those correctly. Anyway, let's stop stuffing around. So we've got search text. On change of search text, we need to... excuse me. We need to do a search. And then when we do a search, we're using... What we got here? All sounds. Up here, we're not doing that. I think we've got a grid list. What have we got? All effects sorted by key, right? So this key here is the category. So that's what gives us... Oh gosh, where did it go? That's what gives us the these different categories here. So what I do is we do a search and then we sort them into, so it's like a 2D array, right? That comes in the search results. I think not an array, I think it's a dictionary, going by the fact that we're using key over there. So anyway, yeah, so we got all these different categories. I don't think we're gonna have categories for ambience. I just don't know what they would be if we did. Like, I would love to have them, but it just doesn't feel like, what would you have? Indoor, outdoor sounds. What else? Like, would you have people sound? I don't know. It's just, or animals, creatures. You could probably categorize it that way. Like, you know, like the creatures would have horses galloping on repeat or something. It would have like a town square sound. Have people chatting in a tavern. It would have crickets, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to have categories, I don't think, because there's only like going to be a couple. I don't even think I'm going to put that much ambience in there. I think I'll have, there might only be 50 tracks anyway, so even then search probably doesn't make too much sense, but I'm adding it in now because it's going to be easy and quick to do. And I think maybe in future when I start getting requests through for what people want to hear, the list will just get bigger anyway. So, getting the search in early is probably a good thing to do. So down here we've got this searchable. Let's just grab that. I think we can place that on. This is on the navigation view at the moment. We don't have a navigation view on this picker, so let's do that first. Now I need to work out why I'm using a navigation view here, not a navigation stack. Probably doesn't matter. So we add searchable to that, and then that will add a search bar in the navigation bar. And I kind of almost think that that's about it. So what do we got? If the text is empty, we just show everything. Otherwise, yeah. So we need to do like a little check here, because there's a different way we present the information depending on if there's a search happening or not. So if there isn't, we just cover everything. Give me one sec. Yeah, so down here we got stacks. So let's just change this to a navigation stack. Put that more in line. So yeah, this code was originally written a little while back before we even had navigation stack. So if I grab this, throw that in there, that's the regular expected state where we have no search text. And then we want to do another one, which is going to be quite similar, but we're just going to go with like search results. And so the reason why we need like two different data, so we've got search results and we've got all sounds. And then we got these searchable sounds. So it's funny, I think, what is searchable sounds? Searchable sounds is all sounds. I wonder if we even need this anymore, because if we just use, we could just go with all, couldn't we? It's kind of a bit silly. That cleans that up. I think we can do the same over here then. Let's do that. Yeah, why did I think about... I think because I was going to apply filters as well. So you could search with text and you can search with like... do like a drill down sort of filter type thing. But I think if we have all... Search results come back. Search results for, let's go back here. Yeah, so they don't have categories in the search. I didn't think so, right? I mean, you can see that it doesn't because we've got this kind of set up. I think it's probably fine to remove that. Then here we just go all effects dot values, right? And what have we got wrong here? We've got... We need to pull them out of... Yeah, so that's why I had it for this, because I didn't want to mess with the... I feel like it would have taken some time to strip this out for Swift to do that. So having them pulled out already into the single array rather than... Yeah, I think this is the way to go. So we'll leave that one as is, and then we'll come back. Anyway, so we got this view model thing set up. I think we might be ready to run this and see how we go. This app is incorrect because we don't have any ambient stuff on there yet. So let's just go back to our iPad. Excellent. So we pop this open. We can do a search. If I go rain, we get some rain. Fire. So I do have keywords in the data set for these, and this is that's how this works. We'll go through, we'll search through the data set. Volcano. Lava. Yeah, this works well. So we got search going there. It's a little bit slow. What's going on here? So cancel search. Oh, okay. That's the cancel for search. We need... It kind of feels like when that pops open, you're kind of like, oh, I don't care anymore. I'm gonna close this screen. Cancel, close the screen. Oof. I wonder if we can fix that somehow. It just seems like a weird interaction. I've seen worse apps on the store that allow that stuff in. I don't know what to do. What do we got over here? This one isn't too bad, is it? You start typing, the same thing happens. Yeah. All right. I don't know. Let's play around with a bit and see how we go. What do we got here? So we got two lists, a VStack. Yeah, so what we need to do, let's just throw that down there. We'll call this ambience. And let's remove these VStacks. And then let's put a VStack here, so we've got something to throw that modifier on. Right? Grab all of this, dump that in there, realign, and do a little bit of a cleanup. Excellent. Now we got like a little title, that's okay. What do they got over here? I think they, what am I doing? I got padding on the grid. Yes, and that's where the padding should be. Yes. All right. I mean, this looks okay. It does seem like the text is quite close. Some weird interactions there. Like, what is that all about? There's some Apple crap, isn't it? Let's chuck in some padding and see what happens. No, that looks worse. Gosh. All right. I think we need to use a for each in here, because you can add padding to the for each. It's kind of annoying. I wonder if list has like a... All right, let's forget that. Yeah, let's just go with our for each. What do we got here? Sound. Throw on the button. Cool, cool, cool. And then we just remove this. All right, and then we add some padding to the loop. Because I don't want to add it. I want to add it to the contents of the list, right? But I don't want to add it to every single button because then they'll be too far spaced out. What you want to do is add it to the for each, and then what we should get. Well, we should. Why is it on every single one of these things? That's not what I wanted to do. Maybe I do need to add it to the list. I think the navigation title is screwing things up a little bit. Let's go again. Still looks weird, right? Does that look weird? I guess we just go for it. As annoying as that is, let's just go for it. Okay, so something else I wanted to throw on the top here was like a play button so we can get through, like, when this launches, I don't want the ambience to just start playing. I think I want to put a little play button up there so that we can preview how this sounds when this screen launches, right? So I'm thinking, I don't even know where to put it because we got that search. We got that search. You know what? I'm gonna. I don't know. Let's just try something. Let's just go with the tool. Is it toolbar? Yeah. We'll go toolbar and just see where it ends up. Okay, so toolbar item placement. Let's leave that empty. Let's just go straight for the content, and we'll put in a button. And I'll just go with no. It needs to be an image, right? System name, and I think let's try and let's try and find a good one. I think we want play.fill. Let's see how this looks in the toolbar. Okay, so it puts it before the search. I almost kind of want like the search to be here. And we might need to do that because this is messed up. Like the way the interaction here is just not. This is an Apple bug, right? Yeah, that looks weird. That looks too weird. All right, what are we gonna do? Where can we put this thing? Is there a search? We do get a search bar. What if we put it at the top? Maybe we can do exactly what I mentioned before, right? So put a spacer and then we grab that. We'll give this a run, see what happens. Should have 2 search bars now. Why does it say search Apple Music? Why does this? Oh, it's my custom search bar. Oh, okay. I can reuse that. Yeah, because I don't think... Does SwiftUI actually have a search? How do we use this? Maybe we can move navigation bar drawer, sidebar, toolbar, navigation bar, drawer, display mode. What does this do? Interesting. It does work. Just need to change that placeholder and add it elsewhere, right? Let me have a think here. I do feel like it's better there than in the toolbar. What if we move this actually? What if we move this searchable to the top of, you know, to like the list? This is going to be a bit weird because we've got 2 now. And it does a little bit of a switch. I don't know how it's going to handle that. Yeah, see, look at that, still at the top. What if we remove the navigation? Well, what happens? Get rid of this one. No search. So we can't put searchable there. Can we put it on here? On the VStack? No, we cannot. Okay, let's get rid of that. That's good to know, I guess. I still want the navigation in there. I'll throw this in. It's a bit weird how I've got this spacer and it's not really pushing the content across. But I'm okay with that. So if I open up this search bar thing, this custom one I had to make. Let's go with let placeholder, and we'll make that an option. We'll make it default to nothing. We go placeholder, and then where this is being used, I just want to copy that text. Let's look up. Oh no, search bar. We've got music search view, and up here we can just go like placeholder and throw that in there. I think that'll be okay. Extra arguments, yes, we know that. Can we make this optional? Yeah, that's it. Missing argument, no. So we want it so that you can here we go. It's a var. We make it a var. It's fine. All right. Let me close that. Let's go back to where we were. So we've got a where are we? We got to go back to the. Oh man. Close this down. Sound effects. Close that down. Sound effects picker view. Don't need that. Don't need that. Ambience picker view. This is what we're after. So we've got the search bar here. Let's do a little. Should we do a little placeholder? Yeah. What do we got? What are we going to call this? So do we have one on? Oh yeah. So on the sound effects picker view, we're using the searchable, which is what it looks like here. And I think we could benefit from moving that down into there as well. Yeah, I think that would be much better. And then maybe we can put some extra buttons and stuff like stacked next to them. So in here, I've got this toolbar item. Maybe I can move this out. Put this down there, and we'll see how this looks. Yeah, there's a little play button there, a little typey. We don't have that cancel in there anymore, so we can just wipe that out and it goes back to normal. And the button here, I want this button in this, at the top of this, I think. Now, why am I using a list anyway? I don't need to use a list because I'm not deleting these. I don't need any of that interaction. So what I can get away with is probably to switch this out to a scroll view, and then that'll give me more control over like the placement of stuff, because the list is so opinionated. Too opinionated. Oh, sorry. Stretches. Got up early today. It was like 4, I think. I don't know. I go to bed pretty early these days, though. It used to be the switch around the other way. I stay up till 4, but and I never been like a morning person, and so anytime I could get up at 8 or 9 a.m. I was just like felt like crap. I hated it. But it turns out if you're not a morning person and you rather stay awake at night, you can actually, well, for me at least, I can get away with getting up really early. So go to bed early, then just get up at like 4, and then it just feels almost the same as staying up late. To my body anyway. My body's happy with that. So it's been going well, and I feel better about it because it's like I haven't wasted half the day, and then I can go out and run errands and stuff after I've done work. So yeah, getting up super early, it feels better, and plus streaming seems to do better early morning than late night. Okay. I still got music going. Yes, I do. I want to be able to hear it a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Cool. Hey, hello. It's funny, I was just messing around with the chat window and like putting it in OBS, and I just get hello. Yeah, how are you doing? All right. So we're getting there with this search. I want to put in a little placeholder text, and I'll just say that's good enough. Search ambience, that's great. And I'm going to make that change over here on the sound effects. I want to move it from the top there. Great, what about you? Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm a little bit tired this morning, but other than that, I'm all right. I'm motivated, you know? I want to get this done. I did say about 2 weeks ago I wanted to finish it in a week, and it's been 2 weeks. I've been doing other stuff, but this is slow going. I'm just so particular about everything in this app. I was hoping the work that I did on Sunday with that extra... Why you don't... Yeah, I did. I tried to. Okay, look, I'll show you this app. Where is it? I don't know where it's got to. I downloaded this app from the App Store. I'll show it to you. I even left a nice little review and everything. Because on Mac OS, I can't do a multi-stream from OBS. It's 10 PM. Oh, okay. No, that's why I catch you in the morning, and then and then you end up leaving a little bit through. Okay, multi-stream, right? So if I go multi-stream, I think Yeah, this thing. I downloaded this, and I was like, oh yeah, this looks pretty good. Exactly what I needed to do. It lets me upload to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. But for some reason, Twitch just gives me like a black screen, so I had to stop using it. And there's add-ons for OBS, but they don't work on Mac OS, and I'm just trying to like work out how I can get both at the same time. There is an online service called, I think it's called Restream, but it's like $30 a month, and I don't know if my channel's big enough for that yet. Should I just do it? What do you think? I'll wait for your answer. Should I just go for it? Should I just do the whole Restream thing and then just do both at the same time? I think it also gives me access to chat for both platforms too, so like it has a few other tools. There's not just a multi-stream tool. Would you prefer to watch me on Twitch? I have to do it eventually, don't I? Oh, do we do it? Do we set it up now? Do I set it up on stream? That'll be boring, won't it? Let's take a look. Let's have a look at the website. This is what we're looking at here, right? One live stream, 30 destinations, right? Multi-stream and reach your audience wherever they are. Great. Multi-streaming. It seems okay. I did download this as well, but I couldn't log in. So here's the funny thing, right? You go log in, you can go Google or Facebook, but check this out. I think I just gotta wait for this thing to open. Where is it? Is it? Yeah, here it is. It doesn't let you log in with Google or Facebook. So like if you signed up with one of them, you know, you do these single sign-on sort of things and you don't know what the password is. It doesn't give you a password. So how am I supposed to log into this? And this is just the chat app anyway. Maybe if I have their other software on there, it'll just sign in automatically. Who knows? But it seems a little bit weird the way that works. I don't have any. I think I can sign in with Google. Look, I'll do this just for you, okay? I'll pay the subscription for like a month. I think Twitch is more interested because there's a section of software development, so I think go Twitch. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm still trying to grow YouTube too, so I'll do both. I'll just go for both. Look, I'll try it for a month and see how it goes, eh? I can use this for free, but I think it has their branding on it. I don't know if I'm into that, but we'll go for it. What have we got? Add the chat. Okay, I'm going to set this up on this other screen. Connect my YouTube. Shouldn't take too long. Check your YouTube videos about what they... Yeah, I think most people are using this software. So we're doing Twitch now. Oh yeah, I've got to verify my login, which is email. I really need to change my Twitch name though. Come on, waiting for a redirect. I think we're good. Seems to be linked up. So I can stream from the browser. No, we don't want to do that. We want to connect to... Oh yeah, so you can see there's some branding at the top of the screen there. We can remove that with a subscription. Yeah, let's do that straight away. So these are the prices. $19 a month. I'm assuming we get 2 months free. Okay. This is the monthly, annual 16. 200 bucks. I bet that's USD. Man, the exchange rate is crazy at the moment. I think Australian dollar is like 2/3 of the US dollar at the moment, so it's massive. It's like 30% increase on top. I'm gonna go monthly. We'll go with stream 5 channels, no restream watermark, 2 total seats. Okay, let's do this. Let's just go for it. Oh, I can subscribe with Apple Pay. Let's do that. What is 19 USD? Gosh, $30 a month. It's alright, I'll find another one at some point. So to make this work, I'm going to have to jump off stream for a second. And I'll throw this up and then I'll give you the link to the Twitch and everything, okay? So let me just do that. I'll stop and then I'll come back.